Hi, this is Marisha from Road to Speech. I blog over at www.roadtospeech.com, so feel free to check out my website for more information. But today I am showing you how I use Google Drive to keep track of my students' speech therapy data. So I'm first going to give you a quick preview of what the final product would look like, and then I'll take you through all the steps that you need to create your own form and to link the form to an Excel spreadsheet, and then how to make a graph out of that. So this is what a form looks like. So you have the options to so the form is what you would enter your data in, and I do this on my phone or my iPad or my laptop, whatever is most easily available. And then to make these easily accessible, I made some QR codes so I could just scan the code on whatever device, and it's really easy just to quickly enter data. So I will show you, so you can customize this however you want, but I entered the articulation goals, and this is kind of just a rough template. I was playing with it earlier, but here's another example of what it might look like. So you can enter the date, what type of session it was, you can include your goals, and I just did an articulation example for this guy, but that's what that looks like. So you can enter notes, you can have a space to enter notes or your plan, so lots of good stuff. And then once you link it to the sheet, your data automatically gets entered here, and this was based off of this guy. And then you can also make these beautiful graphs. So it automatically, once you have it set up, it plots these beautiful graphs, which are great to print off for progress monitoring and all that good stuff. So I will show you how you can make your very own. And I apologize, I'm sick today, so I'm trying not to cough. So you click New, and then Google Forms. Oh, and I should also mention, your Google Forms might look a little bit different. I clicked a beta button or something that made it look a little different, but I usually put the student's name up here, so I do, we'll call this one BC. And you can add any kind of information you want about the student, and then if you click add question, you can, I like to enter the session type, so you could do individual, group, and then other. I usually use that if the student's sick. And you can customize this however you want. And this is a good feature. You could duplicate it, or if you don't like it, you can delete it. You could also make it required or not. And then if you want to move a question, you can click it and drag it. So I also like to have a date box, so that'll show up. And then I like the pretty headers that were in here. I'm just going to copy and paste this. So I'll put goal 1 and write out the goal. And then I use the short answer and then put just the sub goal. So we're working on S, or K, duplicate that, and G, duplicate that, L. And then, okay, so I want another heading for the next goal. So I'll click the title button and put in goal 2. and we'll pretend he's also working on antonyms. And if I was doing this for an actual student, I might add in a little bit more detail like this goal, but I just want to show you guys how it works. So I'll put in antonyms again because it's the same thing, and then make it short answer. And then you can also do like notes title, and then I'll add a question. Now I'll make it a paragraph so I can do more. So I'll put notes and plan, then add or duplicate this one, go plan, and there is your form. It just takes a couple minutes to put together, and you can so you can make a copy of the form so you don't have to redo all the pieces every time. So that's nice. And then if you click on the response tab, there's no responses yet, but this is where you click to create a new spreadsheet. So then I usually just have it the name of the student. You can add all your students to one spreadsheet, but that I have 60 students on my caseload now, so that would be a lot of students for me. I found it was easier to just have one spreadsheet per student, but it's up to you. And then this is where all your data will show up. Then since I had like sub goals or objectives under, I like to make them a different color, just so that it stands out a little bit. And then I don't really like having this timestamp, so I hide that column. But you can always click the arrow to make it come back. So then we will click on here on the preview to actually go to the form. And so we'll enter the date. It was a group session, and we had 20%, 0%, 0%, 30 there. And then we'll enter notes, but I'll just do ABC just so you can see it. Then submit. We'll enter a couple. And then I'm entering the percentage every time. If you don't want to type in the percent, that's okay. Just make sure you're doing it the same, because otherwise it confuses the spreadsheet a little bit. I'll do one more just to have a little bit. We'll have them go at the time. You rocked the antonym school. So, and you don't have to enter everything. So then we'll do submit, and then you can enter another response or not. And then it'll show you here, it'll give you a nice little graph of like the kind of therapy you've been given, the progress and all of that. So it'll give you a quick preview just in the forms themselves, where you can see each individual sheet kind of page through. But I really like how this, I guess I forgot the date. So we'll do 2/15. So you can always edit it here too. So now the most fun part, right? So I'll change this to data, and then we get to make a chart. So we'll select our data first. So I always click the date, and then click add another range, then add the pieces we're looking at. So for goal 1, we're looking at the articulation scores. And then we'll select the chart type. I like the line chart. Look at that beautiful thing. So then we'll go to customization, and I want it to be called Goal 1. And then it shows the legend right there. It shows what sounds we have data for. And we could change. So it automatically knew that was a date, which is great. Then I'll slant the label so it looks a little bit nicer. And then you can change vertical, so we'll add % accuracy, put 0. Then I'm just making it to 1 because it's a percentage and it automatically converts that. And that's all you do. That's how you make a graph. Then I like it on its own sheet, so I do that. I put goal 1. It's really easy to just print this off at progress report time. Parents love it, administrators love it. It's a great tool. And then, oh, I should show you. So you can, if you want to change something, you can click Advanced Edit. And then I want to show you guys the data labels. So you can put value, and sometimes it just makes it a little bit easier to see. You can choose whether you want that or not. But there's your graph. And then we can copy it. Or not. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And you can save it as an image if you want to drag and drop it into a document. So I'll just show you one more chart. So you click chart, you pick your data. So I just click on the column, because then when we add in more data in the form, it'll automatically add that. So do that, and we're just looking at antonyms now. Then pick the line graph. It's not as exciting because it's just one part. And then customization, we'll call it goal 2. We'll have date. For some reason it didn't do it quite right there. So we have that piece. Then left we'll do % accuracy. Make it go from 0 to 1, although it already has that. Then we can add the data labels again, and then we'll insert it, and then you can keep it in the same spot, or you can move it to its own sheet and call it goal 2. So there we have our data, and then I'll show you one last thing. So then you could go back into the form. Let's see, we saw the student a little bit later, and they just rocked their goals. We'll still put this a little bit lower. And they're at 90%. And then we'll add that. Then we could do submit. If we go over here, sometimes it takes a little while, but it already got it in. So you can see all of your notes and everything here. So when you go to your graphs, it automatically updates it. So you have a really nice view of a student's progress. So I hope this is helpful to you. Let me know if you have any questions. I know I went kind of fast, but I wanted, with a video, you're able to pause and stop along the way. But if you have questions, let me know. And if you want more information, just check the blog post out at www.road2speech.com. Thanks, bye.